All right, I know my camera's crooked and all the things, and I know all the things. But anyway, I wanted to record my immediate reaction to finishing The Seven Daughters of Dupree, which was a very good book. I have all the feelings about it. First of all, I just reflecting on how blessed I am in my own life to have a good sense of my own identity, my family, where I've come from, all the things, and not taking that for granted after reading this book. Very just heartbreaking, beautiful story about really strong women, with just, y'all, I was happy and sad and mad and glad and all the things. Just the stories going all the way back to slavery, the resilience and the power of these women, the power of sisterhood, the way they stuck together regardless, the judgment, self-judgment, all the things that happened. There's so many stories, but it starts off with a young woman who is really trying to understand herself, who her father is, and her own identity, and it just takes off from there with this incredible story about the Seven Daughters of Dupree. So this is, y'all, I didn't expect it to really impact me like it did. I didn't expect that at all, but it did. But just think that this is one of those books that you definitely want to read. It was just, and it was really hard to put down. I think I finished this book in about 4 days. Now, let me just say this, okay? The majority of my downtime I spend, I'm a mom, I'm a working mom. I got a job, a career, a husband, a family. I got all the things. I run a ministry. I do a lot of things, okay? So my downtime, I try not to spend it just scrolling. I'm very careful with how I spend my time. So my hobby happens to also be reading, because that gives me the opportunity to disappear into these other worlds, if you will, right? I can shut down what's happening in my environment or what's happening in the world and just disappear into books. So I love books. I love reading. But there are some times when the stories just hit you a little bit differently that you don't expect. I thought it was just going to be a book about, maybe somebody was trying to figure some things out in her own identity or find her dad or something like that. But it was so much deeper than that. And yet it was such a quick and easy read. And so I definitely want to say that if you're looking for another book, The Seven Daughters of Dupree was fantastic. Definitely check this one out. It starts off in 1995 when 14-year-old Tati is trying to find out the identity of her dad. It goes all the way back to 1917. It goes even further than that, back to the slave ships, right? And again, just well-written book. Try not to give things away so that you're maybe inspired to go pick it up for yourself. If you read this book, I now understand why you're in the comment section saying you should read the book. I read it, I loved it, and thank you so much for your recommendations on this book. All right. I hope you're staying on your reading journey, y'all. You can also get books at the library for free. So if you're not in a position where you can buy books, remember you can check out your libraries for free. So have an awesome rest of your day. I'm going to go figure out my next book. I have an idea what my next book is going to be, but I'm not quite sure. But I will come back with that and let y'all know how the journey is going. Thank you so much for supporting me, y'all. I really, really appreciate it, okay? All right, y'all have a good rest of your day. Bye.